Hey everyone, it's Angel again. Welcome back. I'm back already with another video. I wasn't even planning to make a video today, but it's raining in the desert, and that means that my dogs will be quiet because the landscaping people aren't going to come today. So if you saw my last video, I worked on this little mini. If you recognize it from my very last video. If you didn't see my last video and you want to see how I made this cute little mini, I'll put the link in the description below. But I also have this little mini that I want to work on. So I glued a bunch of these paper scraps, security envelope, book page that I painted on, and origami paper. And this is just the same paper bag that I used in my mini that I made yesterday, which, like I said, was when I made this cute little thing. And so I'm gonna make its little twin. So lately, I want to say this is the third time that I've done this. When I've made minis, well, actually no, this seems to be the norm for the past year. When I make a junk journal, I seem to make a twin. Like, I seem to make them in twos. So this will be its twin, and it will go, I don't know where it will go, but I'm definitely going to give it away. I'm going to give it to someone. I used Mod Podge, and I probably should not have glued, you know, the ends of things, like the ends of the paper where it's going to fold. But, because you see it's coming up here, but I'll just have to go over that with some more Mod Podge. So at least I've got, you know, sort of my cover, and I'm sure there's a more efficient way to do it. I mean, I've done it all kinds of different ways, where I do the cover last, or where I you know, do the cover first. I mean, at least like this part, you know, the hard cover of it. So I've got the same kind of paper. Actually, I've got more like fun paper that's going to be going in this one, because I went digging and I found some pretty, you know, fall looking paper. So I do kind of want this to look fallish. So so you guys don't have to like watch me, you know, cutting paper. That is so not fun. I will come back when I've got them all measured, and just like I did in my last video, all I do is just kind of do like an estimation from the spine, you know, to the, I don't take measurements, I just kind of like mark with it. Well, why don't I just do that now? You know, just because, you know, I feel like I'm trying to make my videos shorter, but the more I try to do anything other than what I just do, like, I feel like the more anxious I get about it, so I'll just do it. So I just use a colored pencil, or I'm just using a colored pencil right now just to mark it, and I'm usually about, I don't know, a little less than ½ a centimeter in. Some people like their paper to go all the way to the top, or to go in a little bit, or, you know, I mean, it's just whatever people's personal preference. And so here where I marked it, I probably should have used you know, a more visible colored pencil, but I've marked it right here, and I've marked it, you know, right here. So I'm just going to fold it where I marked it. I take this and just kind of roughly, and it's just like rough. I'm honestly, like, I don't even have a bone folder. I don't, like, this is homemade, and I want it to look homemade, you know. I want imperfections, you know. I don't want it to look like a machine made it. So, I mean, and basically that's, you know, my little my little page, and then I'm going to cut it right there. So, and I have a paper trimmer, which does make life easier for cutting straight, but I think with such a small, with such a small page, I don't really need, a paper trimmer. It is good though to have, like the first page as my template. And so that's how I do it. And I think I may even be able to use some of this envelope paper, right? Yeah. So so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to cut all the papers to the same size as my little template page here. And then I'll be back when they're ready to sew in. Okay, so I've got most of what I'm going to use. I know I wanted to put at least one doily in, and I think this one is a good size, but I don't want to, I don't know, because like a lot of this paper is already so white, which is fine, I mean, but it's fall and I want it to look kind of more earthy-ish, I guess. So I think I'm just gonna take my distress inks that I never even use anymore and just, hardly ever use these anymore. And I don't know why, because I do love them. So this is, I guess bundled sage. And speaking of distress inks, the paper, if you're wondering where I got these papers, these like little papers, I got them at Hobby Lobby. They're Tim Holtz paper, and I got it for $3.99, and I'm pretty sure I was able to use my my coupon. So and they're really pretty and neutral, and I feel like they're I want to say like season neutral, if that makes any sense. So this is tea dye. I feel like that might be too, like a little bit warmer of a brown than I wanted, but still nice. And I'm sure I'm using my distress inks the wrong way, but I'm fine. I don't like to get too fussy. I'm sure you've probably noticed that. I probably say that a million times, but I feel like this is, pretty. It's nice and pretty, and kind of a little bit dirty looking, and I want it to look a little bit more dirty, so I think I'm gonna take this one, Iced Spruce, which I know is a little bit of a darker, cooler color. So, I think I've got it the way I want it. Hopefully this is showing up on camera. The lighting is different in here because I moved my desk around, so I'm still kind of figuring out my my setup, I guess. So, okay, and I'm happy that I ended up using my my distress inks. Always happy when I can return to an oldie but goodie, that I spent money on. I should use it. So I know for sure I want 2 signatures, and so I want to just kind of figure out how I want the signatures to be. I know this, I feel like I want to put these 2 together, or put that in a way that Yeah, I want to tuck this into this because it'll say the mushroom hunt on one side. So that I know for sure I want to go together. I'm probably going to paint over this because even though it's cute, it doesn't really go with, it's not that it goes or it doesn't go with. I mean, it's obviously, you know, like little pickled things, but I want earthy colors, and these colors are not, you know. Okay, so I actually took a longer break than I had planned. It's morning now, and last night I don't know if you remember this little paper from a few seconds ago, but on the back I just painted it. I gessoed over it because the colors were really bright, and then I just lightly painted a coppery, like a metallic coppery color, and so now I'm just ready to put the signatures in, or at least arrange the signatures how I want them. And I think it's, at least in the other one, this one that I did, it's 2 signatures of like 5 around. So 2, 3, 4. So I'll put this little, actually I want it to be, I think I want it to be a little bit, like I like it when the middle one is the smallest, you know, if I make like a smallest or a smaller piece of paper. Forgive me, you guys, it's morning and I'm literally still drinking my coffee, so just bear with me. So that's just kind of the way I do it. I mean, I'm in no position to be showing anybody how to do anything when it comes to any of this stuff, but I just showing you how I do it. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 4.5 kind of, and I'm going to add this. Since I've got this left, I will add this, and then so I've got my 2 signatures, right? This piece of paper I actually, or this page, I had to sort of construct myself. Let me adjust my camera. So I had to adjust it. There we go. I had to, not adjust it, I had to construct it actually, because I just had so many like little scraps, like scrap them together out of the security envelope that I used, and then some scrap paper left over from the pattern paper, just because I didn't want to waste it. But yeah, so I've got my 2 signatures and I am ready to sew them in. So I'll go ahead and poke the holes, and then I'll be back when I'm ready to sew. But, well, actually I'll go ahead and do that now. So usually what I like to do is mark the outside where I know I'm gonna be poking the holes, and then I'll do it on the spine too. What? Yeah, he said he would be by today for sure. Yeah, he will. He'll come today. So, and I probably should use a more sharper pencil, but I'm too lazy to sharpen this pencil, and I just want to be, as quick as possible. I mean, it's just as simple as that. I don't know if you can see, so I've got the holes. Or the dots that I made where I'm going to be poking the holes. As you can see, my supplies here are very rudimentary. This isn't even a real X-Acto knife. This is a pottery tool left over from when I used to do pottery. But I'm just, you know, to show you that you don't need to go out and buy a bunch of stuff. If you've got, you know, just take a look around and see what you've got. So I am going to keep these clips on because they're going to help me out while I'm sewing. Sure you can see that I struggled when I was sewing it in, but I've got the first signature in, yay, and it's nice and secure, and I'm happy about that. So now I am ready to sew in the second signature, and it is kind of off, like it's not even, but it's okay. Okay, so the signatures are sewn in. It feels secure. The only problem that I have, and I guess I probably wasn't paying attention, was that these two signatures are not even, which doesn't really bother me too much. I would like for them to rest sort of on the same, you know, on the same, I don't know what the word is, on the same plane, I guess, and then this is this line in the middle, or like this, you know, where the signatures are sewn into the spine. It's, I mean, you can tell it's a little bit slanted. It's not like perfectly centered, so to speak. And so I'm gonna trim some of the paper up here, so at least it will be kind of even on the top. It's not even on the bottom. I could trim this so that it would be the same length as, you know, so that both signatures could be the same length. But really the thing that bothers me the most is how much this right here, the top part, is kind of sticking out. So I'm just going to trim it. Okay, so I wanted something neutral, I guess. I feel like this one looks the best. Maybe it doesn't look the best on the outside, but it looks really cute on the inside with this, you know, with both of those papers. So that's the one I'm gonna use. And I'm just gonna, and it's gonna cover up this messy stitch too. And just add a little bit of cuteness. But then maybe it's not gonna, I don't know, maybe that's gonna be too thick, right? Yeah, I feel like I need something thinner, like a thinner, or at least a more flexible ribbon. How about this one? Yeah, we'll choose that one. I wish you guys could see my little bucket of ribbons here. It's awful. I thought well, I did organize it, but you know how it gets. So, okay, yeah, that's gonna be better, right? That's gonna be better. And I'm just gonna tie it roughly, and then whoever ends up with this junk journal can either leave it, change it, take it off, leave it on, do whatever they want to do with it, paint it, destroy it, you know, throw it away, whatever they want to do. But I feel like that will kind of that kind of camouflages the fact that my signature was kind of sewn in crooked. But this is cute. Let me trim this off, and then I think I'm gonna put some glue. Actually, let's do that on camera before I end the video. I'm gonna put a little bit of glue on the ends of this trim here because you know, I don't want it to unravel, I guess. So I usually put clear nail polish on stuff like that, but I don't have any in this room right now. So so yeah, that's what I've got here. I think this ended up really cute, huh? I think this ended up super cute. Let's take a look at the finished, well, almost finished little twin minis. And as you can see, the inside of this little mini that I made with you guys yesterday, well, it was yesterday or the day before, as of the filming of this video. It's probably last week by the time I get this edited and posted. But I want to show you, and I'll show you eventually in my next video, because I'm sure I'll be working on this little one, because this one's mine. So this one, I don't know where it's going to be sent to, but it's going to be sent to someone for sure, and I will let you guys know where it goes. But these are like little twin minis, and the inside of this, so it'll be like opposite, patchy, you know, like quilted patchwork on the outside, and school lunch paper bag on the inside. And so on this one, it's you know, paper bag on the outside, and on the inside I've saved the same papers, well, except for this pretty sorry, mouse, hold on, mouse, except for this painted leftover page. But I'm going to be putting some patches, like patches, quilted patches on the inside of this. So I'll try to see if I can narrow down or find some more of this scrap paper so it'll match, totally match, and be a true twin of the little mini that I just made with you guys just now. But let's take a look. So here's the first signature with the paper, the scrap paper that I kind of put together. This already has like a weird little pocket, I guess. I mean, I guess this could be used as a pocket, so it would stick out sort of. It'll be like kind of an exposed pocket, I guess. Some dyed printer paper, tea dyed and alcohol ink printer paper. This beautiful pattern Tim Holtz paper that I got at Hobby Lobby recently. Chips of paint. Security envelope. That's really flimsy. I'm probably going to have to do something about that. And so there's the first signature. We've got our little ribbon in the middle. Our second signature, some more of that printer paper, some more of the Tim Holtz paper, the paper that I got from, I believe it was Daphne's Diary, and that's where I painted the back of it, and another torn out page from a used book, or from a book that I gutted. This is a different, I think this was like a hot buy paper from Michael's. I don't remember what it was called. And a doily. But the cutest thing that I want to show you actually is that I specifically used this actual page because it says the mushroom hunt, and I put it next to this page that I got from the Daphne's Diary magazine of mushrooms. So that is super cute, right? So there it is. I'll probably put a pocket here. If I do, I'll do that on camera with you guys before I send this off. But yeah, this is cute, and I'm gonna be really happy for whoever gets it. So hope you guys enjoyed hanging out with me while I did this. I thank you so much for watching, and you know, kind of being with me while I struggle with it, as you can see. If you've got some critique, please let me know, or any tips on how I can improve my I don't know, my working mode, I guess. But yeah, I'm really happy with this no matter what, because I made it. It's cute, it's imperfect, it's got all the quirky little things that a homemade book or a homemade junk journal should have. So thank you so much for hanging out with me, you guys. I will see you guys in the very next video. Hope you enjoyed it once again, and I will see you guys again really soon. Bye, you guys.